We have on Zoom with us Stacey Chandler from the Association of Schoolwork Boards. She obviously wishes to speak and is opposed to the bill. Good morning. You'll have 3 minutes.
Good morning. Thank you, Chairperson Braybeck and distinguished committee members. I'm Dr. Stacey Chandler. I am a licensed clinical social worker, and I serve as the CEO of the Association of Social Work Boards. I am not a white woman. I think like myself. I directly credit factors that mitigated systemic factors that are operating against me in all aspects of society that operate against people like me for the opportunity to serve the public as a social worker for over 35 years. I testified in front of this committee last November, and I am coming before you again in my capacity as a representative of the social work regulatory community to reassert our commitment to Michigan in upholding the will of practicing social workers, and let me emphasize, practicing social workers nationwide who support valid competence exams for their profession, for maintaining the professional status and consistency of social work licensure, and social work regulators' accountability for promoting the public trust and confidence. So it's not only my responsibility, but my personal and my professional honor to stand firmly behind the integrity of a social work driven licensure exam process. And that's why I must testify in opposition to HB 5148. Remember, social workers are charged with serving the most vulnerable among us. We, as has mentioned earlier, as social workers are the largest group of mental health service providers. We serve those who often have little say in who their social worker will be or whether that social worker actually has the qualifications to serve them. So for more than 40 years, ASWB has taken that responsibility very seriously, knowing that the work of your board's members helps to ensure that those who enter the social work profession are qualified and effective in serving the most vulnerable people in our community. And we're talking about, of course, a wide variety of individuals, children, older adults, families. Along with our member boards across the US, ASWB has a responsibility to ensure that all social work licensure candidates possess the knowledge, skills, and abilities to competently and ethically practice upon entering the profession. Through my appearance here today in support of ASWB's exam program, I'm also defending the hundreds of social workers from across the profession who give their time, their experience, their expertise to ensure licensing exams accurately test for competencies required to enter the profession. The arguments I've heard labeling ASWB exams as invalid or racist are themselves invalid arguments. Like every other regulated profession, ASWB allows standards or follow standards that guard against bias in every step of exam development, from reaching out to representative demographics across the profession, directly reflecting the diversity of our profession in our exam writers and committees, subjecting each exam question to rigorous psychometrics, removing questions that perform differentially across demographics, and ensuring that the exam is at a 10th grade reading level. There was a question about uh, choosing
Dr.
among options.
Chandler,
If you practice social work, you have to, pardon me?
Dr. Chandler, your time is up. Can you literally 2 minutes because we have a committee coming in right now.
Sure.
Thank you.
I encourage having regulators at the table when we're talking about options, and ASWB is operating to evolve its test. But let me just say this, if we do everything right, we still require our partners across the system to move the needle. We can't fix racism, we can't fix anti-Blackism, but we can do our part, and we are.
Thank
So
you
I
so much.
invite the opportunity to share more about that.